The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
The stock market is shattering one record after another.
The stock market smashes one record high. When you look at what's gone on with the stock market, we've created now almost $8 trillion worth of value just in the stock market. The stock market is hitting one all-time record after another.
We broke a very, very big barrier, 25,000. And there were those that say we wouldn't break 25,000. We did, in fact, break 25,000, very substantially break it very easily.
We're just hitting a new high on the stock market again. The stock market is way up. The stock market is way up. The stock market is up very, very big today.
You think it really matters to 46% of our workforce who make less than $30,000 a year, or 67% who make less than $50,000 a year? I don't think so. Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. The market's up again, 310 points today. Oracle doing a deal with TikTok. NVIDIA doing a deal with ARM. So they're pushing the market higher. But here's the problem. Trump has got a real problem with this stock market. He's been pushing this market. Now, do you remember when he was a candidate, he kept saying how this is nothing but a big phony market, big fat bubble. It was phony. And what does he do? When he gets to be president, he just does the opposite. He embraces the market. He takes credit for every move, every rally. He took credit for it. Exactly what he said he wasn't going to do. No president does that. It's too dangerous. Now he's worried. He's worried because he tied his performance as president to the stock market. And the stock market is in deep trouble. And the stock market can collapse 60, 70% anytime. The only thing that's holding up the stock market right now is the plunger team, where every time the market pulls back 200, 300, or go to the closing down 400 points, half hour later, they're at the Chicago futures market, the plunger team buying futures to put a backstop in, so the institutions the next morning will say, oh, instead of selling stocks, I'll buy stocks, because Federal Reserve put a backstop in, it can't go down, so I'll buy stocks. So when the market's down 400 points or 200 points going to close, the next morning it's always up. During the day, same thing. This is what they're counting on between now and November, keeping this market up. Now, taking credit for each rally, especially, remember the narrative? When China was going to sign the agreement, every day he would come out with, China's ready to sign the agreement. China's ready to cut it out, come out every day. China's going to sign the agreement. Really? Market go up. Market go up. Taking credit. The biggest mistake, Kudlow and the president, the biggest mistake, Trump listening to Kudlow, could cost him the presidency, because this market could collapse before the election. Let's hope to God it doesn't. Every day the market would move up, he would tell us, the president or one of his representatives come out and say it reflects the health of the economy. That was a total lie. The stock market does not does not reflect the health of the economy. Never has, never will. Bush started that deception with Bernanke in 2008, right after the crash. They convinced Main Street the stock market reflected the health of the economy when they introduced quantitative easing. When they printed massive amount of money to go buy treasuries to reduce interest rates down to zero so they could fund CEOs money at zero rates so they could push their stocks up. That's when the deception started. Every time the stock would go up, not based on profits that pushed earnings, that pushed your stock price up, just by printing money and purchasing treasuries and dropping interest rates to zero. So the CEOs print more money, give it to the CEOs so they would go and buy their own stock. Corporations that were in trouble would borrow money, and the stock would move up. But it wasn't going up because of profits, earnings, or economic growth. That's what grows a stock. That's how stocks go up. But that was removed. Earnings and economic growth, gone. But it used to be forever, going all the way back. You increased earnings, you increased profits, your earnings went up. You had economic growth. They would reflect the healthy economy. All the stock market does, think about it this way, stock prices will not reflect the healthy economy, but it reflects the sentiment of the CEO of the company and its institutional investor. Because remember, the market is forward-looking. And because the stock market is forward-looking, the institutional investor, which makes stocks go up and down, they track both durable good orders and business investment and inflation. That's the way it used to be. When they saw companies put large orders in, durable good orders in for big machinery, vans, commercial vans, or people would buy big screen TVs, big items, or machinery to make lawnmowers or whatever. As long as those orders were out there in the future, where they could look on and say, wow, look at these orders. In the next 2 years, these orders have gone up 22%. I'm buying stock. That's the way it used to be. And then the CEO would say, wow, I'm going to borrow money, and I'm going to match it with my profits, and I'm going to buy new equipment, new machinery, called business investment. And inflation, we had increased inflation. That was a sign of a healthy economy. As the economy grows, so do demands for your goods. So if you have inflation, increasing inflation, that's a good thing. That is a sign of a healthy economy. So, but guess what? We didn't have any of that. They just engineered the stock price to go up, and they would tell us the economy was healthy, and everybody believed it. And the stock prices keep going up when the economy wasn't healthy. In fact, they are printing so much money per month, that it's more than all the money. If you take any one given month, they're printing so much money, it's more than all the money printed in the past 200 years. Each month, any given month. That's how much money they're printing. And it's destroying our country. It's destroying the value of your dollar. It's taking away the power of the dollar, and why we're going to be going into stagflation, which nobody wants to talk about, which is very dangerous.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. So, since the crash of 2008, the stock market rallied over 400%. But guess what? We never had a recovery in the economy. It never recovered. All we did is keep propping the economy up. And we kept pushing stock prices up. Prices of stock weren't going up because companies were making good profits because the economy was growing. Just the opposite. After 2008, remember, $10 trillion was wiped out. So CEOs knew that they were in trouble. The stocks could keep going down because unless CEOs could show some profits to push earnings up, to push stock prices up, if they couldn't do that, then their stock prices would keep going down. So the Federal Reserve came in, Bernanke and Bush, after the crash, and they said, here's what we'll do. We'll simply go in and we'll take the Federal Reserve and we'll just keep printing and printing and printing all this money to keep interest rates low. And then what we'll do was artificially push the stock market up. At the same time, we'll be propping up the economy. Just prop it up. Just like what we're doing now. All we're doing is propping the economy up. Every time they come up and say, well, they're going to do another stimulus. They're going to, instead of sending out $600 to everybody, they're going to send out $400 so they can have $400 plus their unemployment check. None of that works. So for all these years, the market, all you had to do is just be in there buying. Because there was no way the market could go down as long as the Federal Reserve kept guaranteeing that they would keep printing money and keep the rates at zero and keep flooding trillions of dollars into the CEOs. What a ride. And Trump tied his election, his re-election, to that. And that's very dangerous because we're at a point now that this market could crash at any moment because after 12 years, there's a problem. The corporations, they have huge debt. And they're not going to be borrowing like they once borrowed. That's a bad deal. Plus, the other thing is happening is we're heading towards stagflation. Now, the Federal Reserve and the fake business news network, nobody wants to talk about stagflation. Remember, it's always a balancing act. The Federal Reserve, they got to balance correctly the amount of inflation. So, like when they print money, that's inflation. They print money with the idea of buying treasuries, that inflation. Because now when they print that money, print money to buy treasuries, and rates go down, it creates a demand. With low rates, you get people buying stuff. With low rates, you get the CEOs borrowing money to buy their own shares. That creates inflation. But what we are experiencing now is what we experienced in the 1970s, and we got to hope it doesn't blow up before the election so we can get the president back into office. We have our inflation is spiking, but nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody wants to admit it. When you have an economy that is shrinking, and I love when they tell you, oh, well, next quarter we're going to be up 20%, or we're going to grow GDP of 20%. What are you, nuts? Coming off of 40%? Going up, now you're going to be up just 20% off of 40? That doesn't, what's that accomplish? You got to get back to where you were, which was terrible. Right before the collapse, remember the economy every quarter was negative. On an annual basis was minus 2.9%. You got to get back to that minus 2.9% and then make it positive. This is going to be almost impossible. So what they're doing, they're so deep in the hole, when they're down 40%, then they go up 20% from that 40%. They're, wow, look at this. This is unbelievable. But what's happened is when the Federal Reserve never sat there and said, you know what, we better not have too much inflation. We better not keep printing too much money. If we keep printing all this money and giving it to the CEOs to buy their own shares, we print all this money to keep buying treasuries to drive interest rates down to zero, we're going to be in trouble because we have too much inflation. That then caused the economy to slow, and that's what's happened now. This inflation, all this inflation has now caused the economy to slow and unemployment to increase. They're not going to admit it, but that's what's going on. That gives you stagflation, and that's where we are. But nobody wants to tell you the truth. That means high unemployment, slow economic growth, and high inflation. We are experiencing what we experienced in the 70s. Spike in inflation in the face of a shrinking economy. They thought that was impossible at one time. So what does stagflation do? It increases unemployment. Now, a lot of people aren't getting their jobs back. 50% of the restaurants have closed for good. And as businesses lay off employees to save money, which is what they're doing, which in turn decreases the purchasing power of consumers, which means less consumer spending and even slower economic growth. And remember, spending is 72% of our economic growth. Nobody wants to talk about the stagflation. They're not allowed to talk about it. I'm talking about it because we're going to be in the right stocks to make money. Hey, by the way, our stock, remember I told you last week, join the gang, and why don't you follow us with Ralph Lauren? Ralph Lauren broke out and ran beautifully. Ralph Lauren is now up 17%. Matter of fact, I told my members, I just sent them an alert. I said, if you've been in it with us early on, make sure you sell into it and take profits today. We had a big spike up today on Ralph Lauren. Join my gang, free, for 10 days, and get your color-coded chart, because it works. Ralph Lauren is the proof.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you start making money, please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
PhilsGang.com is not the only way you can stay in touch with what we do throughout the day. With today's social media, you can stay up to date with Phil's Gang current events. You can find Phil's Gang on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and more. Phil's Gang Radio Show is broadcast live Monday through Friday from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook, Periscope, and, of course, YouTube. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Go to philsgang.com and find our social media buttons at the top left-hand corner of the site. philsgang.com and Phil's Gang Social Media, keeping you connected.
Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Remember to subscribe to my Phil's Gang YouTube channel to get both my live and archived radio shows. Also, my free Phil's Take on the stock market. Also, sign up and get a free 10-day chart and membership trial. That's right. 10 days, you get the free color-coded chart. Now, last week I told you, why don't you join, try it for 10 days, and why don't you follow me with Ralph Lauren? Ralph Lauren turned green on our color-coded chart. Turned green right around $68. And today it's still green, and we're up at $80. And we had a big move today from around $76.50 to $80. Big move today. So I told my members who are already in it, we already took some profits Friday, and I said, with this big move today, do the opposite what you think. Take some more profits. What's going to happen? People don't know what they're doing. They're going to jump in and get right at the top. Then when it pulls back, they're going to get scared, and they're going to get out. Then when it goes up, they're going to say, oh, man, every time I get in a stock, it goes down. As soon as I get out, it goes up because you don't know what to do. Just like I told you last week, follow me. On FedEx, 51%. 51%. Now, I don't want you to join the gang because of these numbers I'm giving you. Please do not do that. But here they are. Our working investor group. Now, what is that? When you join the gang, you go to my site, and you go to where it says the Pro 2 color-coded chart. You'll see it right there with all the other products. Sign up for that. and you get that free. And for 10 days, you also get the membership. Now, in that membership, these stocks, I'm not going to read to you right now, every day we do a video. Steve does a video, and he posts it to in the afternoon. Tells you exactly what to do. Spiders, Working Investor Group, up 7%. XLF, those are the banks, up 10%. XLK, those are the big tech stocks, 11%. Semis, 11%. Gold, 11%. AU, another gold stock, 15%. Another gold stock, 20%. Another gold stock, 38%. Nugget, 36%. Apple, 48%. Netflix, 12%. IWM, 6%. Then I give him also my 5 stocks to follow. Spiders, 25%. Caterpillar, 30%. Intel, 13%. Goldman Sachs, 13%. Schlumberger, 35%. Lowe's, 60%. That's on a year's basis. Okay, year to date. So if you take from January, that's year to date. And it's beautiful because remember, when it's green, we buy. When it starts turning red, we know to get out. But even better than just get out, we change our position so we're making money on the way down. You don't make money on your way down, especially with a 401k. The 401k, think about it, it's the only product in America that people buy. They don't even know the danger of it. They don't know the cost of it. They don't even know the expense of it. And they buy those things, and you can't make money with those. You'll never make money because you always get blown out with a crash. You'll never get your money. You're never out in time. Never. So as I say, the Working Investor Group, just go to my site, philsgang.com. It says Pro 2 color-coded chart. And then, boom, you hit it. You join right there where it says Get Started. And then you get it with that, your membership called Working Investor. So, yeah, so again, please try it for 10 days. It works. I mean, look, they're going to keep pushing this market up as long as they can. Look at the inflation they're creating by pushing this market up. It's brutal. That's why we're going to have stagflation. We have stagflation now, but nobody's going to admit it. High unemployment, slow economic growth, and high inflation. That's stagflation. Does it sound like we got that? Sure we do. We're experiencing just like we did in the 70s. Oh, by the way, I'll remind you, if you didn't get your tickets yet, okay, October 23rd at Sarasota Hyatt, 7 to 9 p.m., we're going to have a conservative summit. Now, it's going to be at the summit, okay, Salem is going to be the one putting it on. And it's going to be myself, and then Larry Elder, Sebastian Gorka, Charlie Kirk. And it's October 23rd, Hyatt, 7 to 9 p.m. Get your ticket, okay? And you go to my site, get you all the information, all the costs, but the tickets are going quickly, and it's the Conservative Summit, okay? Sponsored by Salem. And it's going to be a lot of fun. And again, it's myself, Larry Elder, and Sebastian Gorka, and Charlie Kirk. So get the tickets. All right, let's talk about, again, the market. Trump, I'm very worried because this market can collapse before the election. Very easy, because we do have stagflation. And there's nothing holding up the market. Nothing. All air, which is called quantitative easing, QE. That's it. And remember, when Bush and Obama, when the market crashed and Bush refused to go into a recession and then Obama took over, they both did the same thing. Quantitative easing, print massive amount of money. From November 2008 to October 2012, they printed just $3 trillion just to buy treasuries. That's it, just to drop rates down. Now, the problem is, during that time, and even to today, you know the economy's in deep trouble because durable goods orders, remember, the market is forward-looking. And all you have to do is look at the durable goods orders, such as big screen TVs, appliances, commercial vans, heavy machinery. When you track those and you see those aren't We don't have any good orders. The orders are horrible. Orders are declining. That means the future is bad. That means the CEOs are not going to put money into their business. They're not going to do business investment. And when they don't do business investment, the investors, the big institutions, they know this. And they're saying, why would I put money into the stock market long term? I'm just going to trade. And that's what's going on right now. When they know the CEOs aren't going to put business investment in, and how do they know that? Just check on the durable goods orders. That's simple. Usually, durable goods orders, you take a look at it, and you have orders for like 3-4 years out. 3-4 years out. There's not enough orders for 3-4 months out. So when there's not enough more orders for 3-4 months out, CEOs, why would they invest? They're not going to buy new machinery, new equipment. And that's the only way you are going to get a job, or a new job. Or that's the only way, if you have a job, you're going to get a wage increase. Instead of all that, you're going to lose your job. Now, for the stock market, they're going to do everything they can from now into election night to make sure this market goes up. Now, if the market's on the way up and we do have a crash before election, you will know in time to be out. Not only out, you'll know in time to reverse your position so you're making money on the way down. I mean, that's how good the color-coded technology works. I mean, you're talking about the state of our of color technology. This color-coded technology works. If you don't believe it, I'm giving it to you for 10 days for free to check it out, for heaven's sakes. God. You know, talking about the post office, they're all arguing about the post office now, right? About the mailing out their votes. But the post office drives me nuts. They can't do anything right, rather. I mean, let's think about it. We're being told by the Socialist Democrats to vote for them because they know better than we do how to run things. They know better than we do how to take care of our families. They know better how to run the post office. They know better than Federal Express, how to run Federal Express, than Federal Express does. This is what these insane people think. When I get back, I want to talk about a couple more good stock opportunities, and I want to talk about the post office.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
Warning. Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60-70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Exactly what happened in the dot-com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color code technology chart. It tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days. philsgang.com. Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you start making money, please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here. And it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Things have just been going up through the summer. Since March, everything was rising, and basically retail investors couldn't bet on sports, and I think a lot of them came in to bet on the stock market.
And how stupid. And I'm telling you, these retail customers are going to get killed. They don't know what they're doing. You got people coming in and buying Apple when they shouldn't be buying Apple, shouldn't be buying Microsoft. All you need is the color-coded chart to tell you, should I buy it? Better yet, should I get out? How many of you are in Apple, in Microsoft, in Netflix? How many? And you don't think it's worth 10 days free to take a look at the color-coded chart that's going to tell you when to get out of these things? Or how about this? FedEx. This is one of our favorite stocks. FedEx. Again, when it turned green, okay, which was on July 2nd, which went from red to green, that told us the institutions had enough money, they're now buying it, and it's still green today. That's up. FedEx is up about 51%. Now, that's a stock you want to be in. You say, yeah, but it's already up 51%. Yes, but that's okay, because with the color-coded technology, you're going to know when the institutions are pulling their money out. You're not going to have some broker tell you that. Is your broker going to call and tell you? Has he ever called and told you that you're pulling the money out of a stock that you're in? No, they never do. Well, my members every day, no. Every day we take the video, we post it at 2 Eastern time, and they know exactly what to do. So FedEx is a wonderful stock. But I'm going to tell you where you're going to make a lot of money. Remember when nobody wanted gold and we got into gold? We got into the gold mining stocks? In GDX, one of our favorites. Even after the little pullback, is up 80%. Year to date, 80%. That's pretty good. But the color-coded chart will always tell us when to take our money off. You can't do any better than that. But the oils, do you understand what's going on with the oils right now? The oils keep on going down. The only thing that's holding them up from totally collapsing is the weak dollar. And you're going to make, if you go, just like I said to my members with gold, I said, we're going to have to be patient for about 3-4 months, maybe 4 months, 5 months. But we're going to catch these when nobody else is going to catch them. And nobody wanted gold, these mining stocks, and we caught them. We're going to do the same thing with oil services, with our drillers, Halliburton. We're going to do the same things with our refiners, Valero, our oil services, OIH, tankers, TNK, that's a good one. So every day we watch these for you. We're on them every day, just like we were with the airlines. Nobody wanted the airlines, and nobody wanted the cruise lines. We got CCL, and we also bought Norwegian, and they're doing beautifully. And last week I told my members on both those to take profits. They're going to pull back a little bit. And right now they're looking beautiful. And I mean, I don't understand what more you need. With a color-coded chart, it will tell you. Okay, I wanted to talk a little bit about the post office because of this thing going on with the mailing. And I hate playing politics. I don't like talking about politics. Everybody else does. But it just drives me nuts. The socialists, the Democrats, which they're Marxists now, okay, they really believe they know how to run everything better than we do. They really believe they know how to run the Federal Express better than Federal Express does. So if you had a package that absolutely had to go 1,000 miles and had to be there tomorrow morning, would you send it by the U.S. Post Office, the government agency, or Federal Express, a private company whose success, remember, depends on being more reliable than any of its competitors? They got to compete. Now, you've learned throughout the years that the post office can't guarantee good service. They're terrible at it. You know that Federal Reserve will respond. Federal Express will respond immediately if the package doesn't arrive on time, right? How many times have you been able to track down your package when it doesn't arrive on time? You can track it down, right? And they'll get it to you. Will the post office do that? No, they'll send you a form to complain. They don't know how to run anything, the government. Yeah, they'll send you a written complaint. Here's the complaint, just fill it out. Which will do nothing to solve your immediate problem. Federal Express has to be great, not just good. And it has to keep finding new ways to make the service not only affordable, but better and easier to use, more reliable. So it doesn't lose business to UPS, to Airborne. That's what private enterprise is about. Competition, a free competition. The government has no competition. And look at, if you're a postal employee and you work and you lost, and a guy calls you and says, you lost my package, where the hell is it? Do you think you're going to break a sweat? Do you think a postal employee is going to break a sweat and worry about missing a raise because they lost their package? What are you, nuts? So again, I don't like getting into politics. Everybody else talks about politics, but it just drives me nuts when they talk about the post office. No one will lose their job at the post office if you lose your package or someone steals it. I don't care how many reforms they go through. They should shut the post office down. Give everything and just split it up with UPS and the rest of them. But the one thing, I can't help you with that. I'm not running for office. But what I can help you with is this. Your 401k, you're so screwed. You're so screwed. Remember, a pension is a defined guarantee program, and they knew when they did pensions that you were going to have enough money to retire. They knew that, the CEOs, when they gave you a pension. When they switched it to a 401k, because in 2008 when the market crashed, remember what they did? They turned around and they decided, let's outsource all the jobs, right? And then they gave you a 401k, which is no guarantee that you're going to have enough money to retire. Think about that. That's pretty bad. And if you take a 401k, it's failed. It's the largest skimming operation ever. I mean, deduct 2% a year for investment costs and pay a quarter of what's left to Uncle Sam. Lose another 2% through inflation. You're left with 1%. 1%. Now, that means it will take you 70 years to double your money. Are you out of your mind? 401k is the only product that you Americans buy and don't know anything about it. You don't know its quality. You don't know its danger. You don't even know the cost, and you don't care. It's amazing how many people are in these 401ks that go get screwed so big. You got a chance to get out of them now, or at least hedge them. Just go buy the spiders and sell them short, for heaven's sakes. Or an option. You got to do something. Your 401k, you're going to lose at least 50, 60% of it. I'm not saying this to scare you. It's the truth. It's the truth. And the banks are going to collapse. Worse than the last time in 2008. But nobody wants to believe any of this. As long as the stock market goes up every day, and as long as the fake business news networks out there telling how great things are, and the economy is turning around, and it's not. If the economy is turning around, then why in the hell are they asking for another stimulus package? Why do they want to send people $400 now a week instead of $600 a week to match so they can put that with their regular unemployment check? If things were so good, like they said, they're going to turn things around. Why aren't they raising rates? When you raise rates, that tells me things are good. In the meantime, I can't do anything about that, but here's what I can do. I can make sure that you are in FedEx. I can make sure you are in Ralph Lauren with us. I can make sure you are in Intel with us. Caterpillar's up 30%. But again, don't come and join the gang because Caterpillar's up 30%, or Intel's 13%, or Schlumberger's up 30%, or Lowe's was up 60%. That's not why you join. You join the gang so that you can sleep at night knowing when you do make money, you will get out in time. And then all I ask, when you get out in time and you made your money and it's in your pocket, please take care of St. Jude. Just remember the pain in 2008. Too bad most people, they treat it like a toothache and they don't remember it. Join my gang free for 10 days.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.